All right, there we go. Let's do. Oh, you're way off. There we go. Hey guys, and welcome back to the 5 Awesome Geeks. I'm your Wednesday geek, Britt. This week we are discussing music, so it's probably a good thing for me just to start singing this week. But you know what? I decided to leave you just as unsatisfied as I currently am with the end of the first series of Inuyasha. You know, Feud of Fairy Tale, all that stuff. Even though I have the final act now, I'm still just as frustrated as I was the first time I saw it. Moving on. So, music. I absolutely love music. I've loved music since I was very young. I mean, who doesn't love music, right? Kind of like Kay, not huge into rap. I can take certain types of rap, generally if it's intermingled with other forms of music, say like Linkin Park, which is kind of alternative, mixed in with the rap a little bit there. So I like that kind of rap. Like I said, when it's kind of in there. But for the most part, the reason I'm not a big fan of rap isn't because of the music or anything like that. It's generally the quality of the lyrics, because that's what gets me into music, is the lyrics. And if they say something to me and my soul, if they mean something to me. And generally, you know, I mean, I get that there are some rap artists out there that have amazing stories to tell, and they tell them, but I just can't really relate to a lot of them. So it's really hard for me to get into it. And the majority of rap that I hear is not something, like I said, that I can relate to. So it's hard for me to get into rap music. So that's neither here nor there. And then I also am not a huge fan of Screamo, which again, it's weird, because you got Linkin Park, which does rap, and Chester, rest in peace, screamed. So it all kind of depends, again, on the lyrics, because Linkin Park's lyrics really just speak to my soul. I'm also a huge fan of Skillet. As Kay said on Monday, that, you know, she brought up Skillet and said, hey, look, Britt and Dylan, Skillet! Yeah, Skillet is my favorite band of all time. Their current CD, which is the CD that Kay showed on her thing, is actually my personal favorite. I think it is their strongest album yet. And I know that there are some people who disagree with that, but I think it is their strongest album yet. There is no song on there that I'm just like, not really feeling this one. Every single CD since before that, there's always been that one song that I'm just like, I mean, I'll listen to it, but it's not like my favorite thing. Like American Noise, not exactly my favorite song. What's another good one? I can't think of any more off the top of my head, but that one is the one that kind of stands out to me. Specifically was from their most recent CD, Rise. And that one is just one of those ones I'm just like, you know, I'm not feeling this one. I don't feel that song as much as I feel the other songs on the CDs. So this is the first CD now that they've come out with where I think every single song it hits me, and I love it. I'm also a big fan of Kelly Clarkson. I think anyone who's been through a broken heart can relate to a lot of her songs. There are some songs of hers that got me through a really nasty breakup that I had, and so I really adore her songs, and anytime I'm feeling like I'm heartbroken, I just whip on that music and I turn it up super loud and just jam. I've recently been getting into like Taylor Swift. It's funny because I went through a time period where I was super into pop music. So I liked Britney Spears, I liked the boy bands of the time, you know, Backstreet Boys and NSYNC and all that. I loved pop music. And then I went through a phase where I was all about the country music. And then I went through a phase where I was pretty much all about the like soft rock music. And then I went through a phase where I was all about alternative music. And now I'm moving back into this pop thing. Having gotten into, I mean, I've been into Kelly Clarkson since the beginning of her career, but Kelly Clarkson, super into her. Taylor Swift, super into her. I've gotten back into Britney Spears a little bit. It really depends on the song. Like I love Circus and Womanizer, which I know are older songs, but they are still really great songs, and I love them. But yeah, like Blank Space and Shake It Off. Shake It Off is my favorite song, just to like, I'm having a bad day. I turn that on my iPhone and I crank it as high as I can, and I just dance to that song over and over and over again. I also really love Broadway. So I love a lot of Broadway music. I actually have 3 variations of Into the Woods on my iPhone. I have the original Broadway cast, the revival Broadway cast, and the movie cast all on my phone. I also have the movie cast for Phantom of the Opera. I used to have the original cast as well, but that was a CD, and I don't have any of my CDs on my iPhone anymore, only the music that I've purchased, and that's because of a weird update that deleted all of my music that wasn't purchased through iTunes. I don't have, like, I have the CD, like the physical CD of the original Lion King Broadway cast. So I have technically 2 versions of the Lion King too. I've got the movie and I've got the Broadway. Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat. I actually don't know if that's still on my phone or not. I don't think so. I haven't come across it in a long time. I think that was also a CD that I put on the, that I put on there, but I don't know. But since I've been re-watching Inuyasha, I keep pointing to my TV because it's actually just muted right now on the title screen because I just literally finished season 7 of Feudal Fairy Tale. But I've recently been getting back into J-pop and J-rock because I loved when I was in high school and I got into Inuyasha. I really fell in love with V6 and Do As Infinity, which are 2 of the bands that did a lot of music for Inuyasha. V6 did the first opening theme and the final ending theme, and then Do As Infinity did 2 ending themes and I can't remember if it was the opening or ending theme. I'd have to look that up, and I'm going to be seeing the final act, but for the final act, they did either the opening or the ending theme. I think it was the opening theme, though. But yeah, so correct me in the comments if I'm wrong, because I won't be starting the final act until tomorrow, because I still have to watch the 4th Inuyasha movie, because my goal is to watch all of it all in one go, so all of it, including the movies. So, anyway, oh my god. This is not about Inuyasha, Britt. This is not supposed to be about Inuyasha. It's supposed to be about music, so... I've also really loved, like, a lot of the opening and ending themes to Gundam 00, which is my favorite anime series. Ash Like Snow, as far as song is concerned, is my favorite opening theme to Gundam 00, which is the 2nd opening theme of season 1. I'm going to be done talking now because I got to get this edited and rendering before I leave for an appointment that I have today, and hopefully this will be up not super late today because I rambled on for 8.5 minutes, so I'm going to try to edit that down and be done and watch the 4th Inuyasha movie when I get home and film more videos and things like that. That's about it. All right. I'll see you guys all next week, and Dylan, we will see you tomorrow.